happy Monday. It's the 17th of October today, and I have just got back from the gym, which is something I haven't said in a very long time. I really can't remember the last time I actually went, but today I've been struggling to sort of get back into a really good healthy routine. I've sort of attempted it over the last week. I know I filmed last Monday. The week was, you know, up and down in terms of my attitude and in terms of how healthy I was and just my mood overall. I did have a HelloFresh meal Monday through to Friday, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the meals themselves. Really tasty, and it was quite refreshing to see the portion sizes and, you know, what one would class as a normal sized portion for one person. I did end up giving Jim a little bit more when I was dishing it out, and sometimes he would have something else alongside it just because it wasn't quite enough for him, but I managed quite well in terms of the portion and felt quite satisfied after them. Yeah, like I said though, I've not been totally on track, and sort of I did aim to track my calories and start doing that sort of like religiously day in day out, but that just didn't happen. I've been reading my books, which I'm finding very interesting and insightful. Nothing sort of like renowned to share so far. I think the one that I started off reading, it has a lot of like good information and things, but it's talking on a very general term. So, and I truly believe that every single person is very specific in their needs and what works for them and what doesn't work for them. I think it's going to get better the more I read of it, so I'm not giving up on it, but it's just been a bit sort of like generalized at the moment. So yeah, that's it really. I didn't work out at all last week, but as I said, you know, this morning or yesterday I was kind of thinking I really just need to just do it, and sort of I had a little chat with Laura about it, and she was saying just try not overwhelm yourself with all these things that you have to do to sort of get back on track. Just pick one thing and focus on that. So the one thing that I'm focusing on this week is just getting back into working out regularly, because it really helps my mental attitude, and I do find that when I do work out regularly I am eating a lot better alongside it and just feel just much better overall. So I think that's a very good key thing to work towards. So yeah, like I said, woke up this morning, I had a fruit salad for breakfast, which was delicious, and a coffee, and then I went to the gym and I've just finished a 50 to 60 minute workout, mostly cardio, a little bit of weights, and yeah, it was really good. I have missed endorphins a lot, and you know, like I say, once you get back to it, it just reminds you of how much better you feel. So hopefully this week I can I've just leaned on a load of water, which is not great, but never mind. Yeah, hopefully I can continue to go a few more times this week. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not putting any strict sort of like time, how many times I need to go. I'm just gonna do my best and see how I get on with that. But I have just received another box of HelloFresh for this week. I'm doing it Monday through to Friday again. Like I said, really enjoyed the meals last week. They were super tasty. I've learned a lot of new skills with cooking and flavors, and yeah, just really enjoyed it. So there was a couple of ingredients missing from my meal kits last week, which it wasn't like a big deal. It's very easy on the app to just say this item was missing, and they will add credit to your account, which is good. So yeah, just had to pick up some kale for one of the meals last week, so I thought I'd just go through and show you what I have picked for this week. So I chose the glazed chicken and pea stir fry with bulgur wheat. I thought that looked very yummy, and I have had bulgur wheat before, but it's not something I have sort of cooked at home myself, so I'm excited to do that. Red lentil and spinach dal with roasted aubergine and basmati rice. I adore lentil dals and I don't make them enough, so I'm very excited for that one. Might be a good idea to let you know the calorie information of these. So the glazed chicken and pea stir fry, the per serving calorie situation is 547 calories. The red lentil and spinach dal, I've got a tickle in my throat, is 614 calories. The next one is the ultimate coconut chicken breast lasaka with egg noodles, sugar snap peas and peanuts. So I've decided, like, because the meals are sort of like, there's lower calorie options and what have you, I just kind of felt like once a week I'm going to choose one of the more higher calorie meals just to get a bit of variety. And I'm a massive foodie, I love my food, so I'm just having one meal a week where it's just that little bit higher, just to add in some variety and just try out some new things. So this one is 899 calories per serving. Doesn't that look delicious? I think I'm gonna have this one this evening actually. And then a Middle Eastern style chicken and apricot stew with couscous, roasted carrots and yogurt. That is a bit of me. That is definitely a bit of me. And this one is 578 calories. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I swung by Sainsbury's on my way home and I got a couple packs of avocado. I got some Burford Brown eggs. They're just delicious. If you haven't ever tried Burford Brown eggs, please do, because they're so yummy. Some of the light Yakult, and I also grabbed one of these. I've been trying to find one for a little while and it was the last one, and I thought, you know what, that's just like the universe congratulating me for my little workout I've done today. And I thought, I'm gonna get you and have some after my workout as a little treat. It's the pumpkin spice Califia Farms cold brew coffee, and it's made with almond milk. Per 240 milliliter portion it's 80 calories, so it's a nice little treat and it tastes delicious. Really good, really good. And I've decided for my breakfasts this week I'm going to be having avocado with scrambled egg and sometimes with some tofu, sometimes with some feta. That's going to be the plan for every day, and I can switch it up by just making my eggs differently: scrambled eggs, fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs. And then for lunch I picked up a couple of soups. This is with the exception of today because I didn't have the avocado or the eggs, so I decided to have the fruit salad instead. So I'm going to have avocado and eggs for lunch today. But I picked up a chunky vegetable soup. I love a chunky veg. A chunky veg and chicken. A butternut squash and sweet potato soup, which I think will be absolutely delicious and very seasonal. A chunky vegetable and free bean soup. And then a carrot and coriander. Carrot and coriander was my firm favourite for a lot of years, but I think it's now vegetable soup is my favourite. But we'll see. And then also to go with them, I picked up these mini wholemeal submarine rolls. They're just a really lovely little size, and each roll is 77 calories. And I just thought having one of them with my soup is a better alternative to having, you know, a couple of slices of bread or whatever. It's just nice and portioned. And then these soups are pretty low calorie. I think most of them are sort of like 200 to 250 calories per tin. They suggest that it's a serving size for 2, but I'm gonna have the whole tin, take them to work with me. Obviously my dinners I've got prepped right up until Friday. And then in terms of snacks, I'm just gonna be having fruits and veggies and protein. That's the plan. Because I am going to really try get on top of my carbohydrates this week, making sure that I'm not overindulging on refined carbs and just making sure that they're controlled a little bit. Obviously with my main meals, all of them include various different types of carbohydrates. So I thought what I'm going to do is for my breakfast and try and have sort of a very low carb breakfast and then some carbs with lunch to sort of like keep my energy levels up, and then have a really nice dinner. So yeah, that's the plan really. I am going to go and put, first of all I'm going to check that all the ingredients are there for every meal, and then pop them away. I am going to tidy the house today. I think that's the main mission, and I've got a little bit of work to do. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling in a much better headspace today in terms of sort of getting back into a new healthy routine. I think there's like just a bit of a embarrassment attached to the fact that I seem to sort of get on track and then it all sort of like falls off the wagon. But you know, I put on my Instagram last night if anybody has any sort of supportive words to share with me, and I got quite a few responses of some very, very lovely messages, so thank you if you sent me some words of support last night. But one of them said that you haven't failed until you give up, and I was like, it's so true, because it doesn't matter how many times you start over, it doesn't matter how many, you know, restarts you do or fresh starts you do. As soon as you make a decision to start again, that's not giving up. So it doesn't matter how many times you restart, as long as you're continuing to, you know, make an effort and not giving entirely. That's the main goal. So if you like me have been sort of like doing really well and then sort of falling off the wagon, doing really well, falling off the wagon, don't beat yourself up about it. Just use today, or you know, the next hour, the next day as a reason to start again, and we'll just keep doing it until we get there, you know. So I'm gonna go and get all this put away, but a happy Monday to you all. It is now 5:30. I've just been doing a bit of tidying up, changed the bed, had a really, really lovely long bath, and I'm just about to start making tea, and I am going to make the ultimate coconut chicken breast lasagna for tea, and it should take about 30 to 40 minutes, so let's get making dinner. Chicken lasagna was very, very tasty. Very much enjoyed that. I've got about 50 calories left of my 1,500 calorie goal. So if I fancy a piece of fruit or something later, then I'll probably just have a little satsuma or maybe some berries if I'm craving something sweet a bit later on. But I'm going to end today's video here, so if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe and I'll send you all the happy vibes. And until next time, stay happy, healthy and well. I hope you all had a great Monday. Bye bye.